Hello, my name is Philipp Mayring from Alps Adria University in Klagenfurt in Austria. I want to tell you something about the background and the software application of qualitative content analysis. There is a long tradition of qualitative content analysis approaches in German-speaking countries like Siegfried Krakauer, Udo Kuckartz, and others. Our approach has the following consumptions. The theoretical basis of the procedures are coming from psychology of text processing, psychology of categorization, psycholinguistics. The logic of the procedures are a strict rule guidedness. There are step models. You have to formulate content analytical units, definitions. You have to pilot the procedure, and there's the possibility for intra and intercoder agreement tests, even if they are softer than in quantitative research. It is appropriate as well for bigger text corpora. We have described specific procedures like summarizing, inductive category formation, explication, deductive category assignment, theme analysis, type analysis, mixed procedures. There are always two steps. The first step is the categorization of the material. This remains a qualitative interpretive step, even if it is rule-guided. And the second possible step is a quantitative analysis of category frequencies. Within the last years, we have developed a free open access software called QCAmap, which is for the first time in this field an interactive web application. What does this mean? That means you have to have a systematic, ongoing, step-by-step. Within a research project, you have to formulate a research question. Yes, the title of the research question. Then you have to choose specific techniques like inductive category formation. The program gives you a step model and the procedural rules for this specific techniques. Then you have to formulate content analytical units like coding unit, context unit, and within inductive processes, you have to define selection criteria and level of abstraction. Only if you save those changes, you can start with the coding process, which is traditionally marking text and naming categories and adding them. And a new text passage has the possibility to add it to an old category or to formulate a new category. If you formulate another research question with a deductive technique, then the way goes a little bit different. Of course, you have to define the content analytical units, but then you have to formulate a coding guideline for the deductive categories. That means for each category, you have a definition, an anchor example, and coding rules. And perhaps we add a second category with other definitions, other examples and rules, and then we save those changes and come to the coding process. In that case, a deductive procedure. Here, at the right side, the deductive categories are offered, and marking the text, you can assign those two categories and nothing else. At the end of the process, you have output files, for example, for the inductive category formation, a list of categories, and the frequencies and the percentages of frequencies of those categories. And in the case of a deductive procedure, there is a table with texts and categories, which you can analyze quantitatively. So this is a way to qualitatively analyze even huge amounts of text, for example, from interviews, in a systematic, controlled and intersubjective way. Thank you for your attendance.